Hello, lovely people. So, today is going to be a long one. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I would like to do the whole EQing part for the whole five-way system, and I have no idea how long it's going to take me. Probably a long time, but I don't want to skip anything. I don't want to do just, RTA graphs. I would like to go through all the process so you would know, you'll see actually how long does it actually take. So if it's going to be too long, probably I'm going to split it in a few different um, videos, like maybe 10 or 15 minutes each. We'll see, depends how long it's going to take me. So let me very quickly run through what I've did and what I have. So since I rebuilt my boot, uh, I had to change some of the channels on my DSP, and basically I'll have to redo everything anyway. So I have an IB sub, and so the last two channels IB sub, I have three-way front, so it's front mid bass, front tweeters, and mid range. And I'm gonna play with front subwoofer. So at the moment it's not really installed, it's just behind the rear seat, but it's just for playing, it's just just to practice, just to have fun. So I have my input outputs done. I went to the amps and made sure that all the gains are set to minimum, so all gates are down. The time alignment, I left it as it was from before, and I double check with the tape measure. So it should, but with time alignment, it's just these are initial time alignments. So we're gonna fix it later on. We're gonna do impulse response. And what I did, I set some basic crossovers, but we're gonna skip it for now, because first what I want to do is I want to take the whole system raw response with no crossovers and just see how the drivers perform, and then depending on that I'm gonna use Jazzy's Tuning Companion to set to see where my crossovers fall. So let's do this. First of all, let's take all the measurements of all the raw drivers. Okay, so let's start with the tweeters. If you want to know how to set up REW, I have a video for that, but I'm gonna go just straight to the measuring part. So I have F. I'm gonna untick it. So you will hear a lot of pink noise because I will be playing pink noise and it's gonna go through the same mic that I'm recording. So you will have pink noise. If I'm not gonna edit it, I do apologize if it's gonna be too painful for you. So first of all, let's check the level. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, first measurement. Okay, so that's my right tweeter. I'm gonna save current. So this spike at 170 is something buzzing in my car. I don't know, some like ECU or whatever, so I'm just gonna ignore it. So first, that's gonna be my right tweeter. Let's do the left. Okay, so as you can see, I'm taking between 50 and 100 averages. When it stops changing the response, then I call it good. So for tweeters, I set up a crossover at 1000 hertz for protection at 12 dB, just to have some protection. these tweeters have an FS of 740, I think. So these are the new tweeters that I have. I haven't tried them before, that's why it's very interesting to try. That's gonna be L tweet. So left tweeter. So these are tweeters. Now let's go for the mid range. Mid left. So I need to bypass the crossovers. Forgot. Okay. That's the left mid current. I'm just gonna say very quick measure and then we're gonna analyze. So L mid. Now right. Yeah, I forgot the crossovers again. So let me put back this one. Right mid, bypass, bypass. So I'm playing them down to 0 whatever because my mids are 5-inch, so they can easily play down to whatever. Current, and that's gonna be alright mid, and I'm in the UK, so my left and right is kinda mixed to the US, so I'm on the right side. Yeah, so right is my driver side. Okay, now mid bass, that's gonna be front low, so C and D. Okay, bypass. Keep forgetting the crossovers. Bypass, and let's do the same for this one. So it's gonna be, because I will forget, so full range. Okay, C. So that's a left bass. Now the right one. With that current, so that's left right bass. Now surprise is gonna be a front subwoofer, which I didn't measure this specific one in this box in that place, so I have no idea what to expect. So bypass on both. Okay, both channels. That's the front sub. It's playing okay up to 150. Not bad. Down to 30, 40. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so that is sub front. Now the rear one, which is IB. Okay, so I don't have any level. Let's see if the mic is gonna pick it up, because there's very, very little level. Okay, so very, very little level. Let me bypass, and let's increase this just for the measurement. Yeah. Okay, let's take another measurement. Okay, that's the IB sub. So I'm not sure if you heard anything over the mic. Okay, so that is sub rear. Just gonna very quickly double check OBS just to make sure that I'm recording, because if it's not gonna record, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so yeah, I have these done. Let me save all, because I don't want to lose anything. So 5-way, 5-way. Okay, so sub level is very low, which I will need to. Okay, I just realized that I had my bass knob on the controller only halfway. So let me put this at 0. Let me crank the bass, and let's make another measurement. There we go, much more level, because I thought something is not right. Okay, let's make some. Okay, so this is gonna be current. So sub rear, let's delete the last one and have this one. There we go. So I have sub level is here. Perfect. Okay, so now, okay, where to start? Let's start with the tweeters. Tweeter right, tweeter left. Okay, so first of all, select all. Let's apply some smoothing, so it's going to be easier to see because it's very messy. Let's put 1/6. Okay, cool. So now, if we're going to start from the top, I need to see where should I cross the mids and tweeters. Okay, so the tweeters, they can play up to down to 1.4, so I can cross them at 1.4 here, and the mids, for the mids, I have loads of level below 1.2 here. All this peak, I'm not gonna need it, and here I have, a dip as well. Which side is it? Left, so it's the passenger side. There's a nasty dip at 5k. I'm gonna try to boost it. Okay, for the crossovers, let's try. So I'm thinking this is a very nasty area to have a crossover. I'm thinking 2K, something like that, because for the tweeters, if I remove the mids, so for the tweeters, if I remove this peak, it would be flat from below from 1K. So if I'm gonna have, let's say 2K, down to 1 is gonna be a full octave, which is gonna give me a very nice slope here. So 2K for tweeters work. What about mids? Just to double check. Okay, so this is a bit of a dip, but from 2K up to, so up till 4, one has a good response. This one I'm gonna try to boost it. So let's try 2K. So I'm gonna open Jazzy's Tuning Companion, this one. I'm gonna put 2000 hertz. So for this, I have here on the house curve, it says custom. I have my custom is basically everything is flat down to 200, and from 200 I have a gentle rise, and I have like what, 12 dB plus down to 20 hertz. So it's like a SQ. For daily, I'm gonna put like maybe 4 dB per octave, but this is like 2 or 3 dB per octave, which is gentle slope. So 2000 hertz, fine. Now, oops. Let's see where we're gonna cross the mids into the mid bass. So, first of all, these mids, I can play them down to 100 hertz. They're gonna be happy. I could cross them at 100. They're gonna be happy. It's totally fine. So for the mids, it doesn't really matter how low. Let's check the mid bass. Left and right. Okay, so left mid bass, right mid bass. So this is in a kick. One is in the kick, the right one, the one that's next to me. So I would say, if I'm not gonna, actually I could remove this hump, and they would be playing from 30, let's say, up to 600. Okay, so this is fine. Left one. Okay, so left one has a dip here, which is not very nice. So I want to say, if we're going to keep this like a target line from 35 up to 190. And I'm going to cross them at, so let's do 200 and see what happens. Yeah, so 200 for the, yeah, so I have them 200. Now the sub, so I will have to do this in a bit cheeky way because I have 2 subwoofers, and this allows me to have only 1. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have, how should I do this? Okay, first let's check the subwoofer. See, that's what I mean, it's gonna be a long ass video. So sub rear, okay, it's peaking at 25, 26 hertz, and it's starting to drop here. So let's say, if I'm gonna remove this tiny peak and I'm gonna leave it here, so it would play down to 20, very, very nice. It's gonna be till 35. Let's put 45. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So let's put 45, and then what I'm gonna do, no, and this 45, and now the front subwoofer. So the front, sub 45. If I'm gonna cross the 45, so it's happy to play down to 35, which is fine, but it's playing up to here, so I need to cross it at below 100 ideally. So let's cross it at 90 and 45. Okay, so let's cross it at so this is 45, 45, 90. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, we'll put 90 up to 200, and this 200. So what I did here is, because I need the individual target curves for my subwoofer blue, back rear subwoofer, front subwoofer which is red, and mid bass which is green. So I'm gonna save these, export text files. I'm gonna put it on the desktop. Let's put new 5-way targets, and of course I missed it. Okay, 5-way targets. Okay, so these are saved. Now I need a target curve for because I'm gonna keep the sub, and the mid bass. Now I need the mid range and the tweeter. So I'm gonna do exactly the same. We had 2000, 2000. This was 200 and 200. Yeah, so now I will have these. So from these, where is it? 5-way targets. So I need mid bass, mid range I don't need, and tweeter I don't need. So this is gonna be now mid bass. Okay, I messed it up. See, this is confusing. Okay, 90 and 90, 200. Let's do this again. It's going to save over on top, which is fine. Okay, so overall, sub, it's rear sub. Now mid bass is my front sub. So this is sub front, and this is my mid bass. Okay, and this one I don't need. So I have rear sub, front sub up to 90, and 90 to 200 mid bass. And now 2000, 2000, 200, 290. I'm gonna just change slightly the name so I wouldn't overwrite on top by accident. That's overall. It's gonna be a freaking 3-hour long video. Okay, now save these in the same location. Okay, and now we have, I don't need the subwoofer, delete. I don't need overall, delete. And I don't need mid-range, mid-bass 90 to 200 because I have it. So yes, now I have mid-range 200 to 2000 and tweeter 2000 plus. Okay, so let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all of them and drag into REW, and it's gonna be on SPL all, and it's gonna be on 0 dB. Yes, beautiful. So tweeter, mid-range, mid-bass, front sub green, and blue rear sub. So these are my target curves, which is amazing. That's exactly what I need. So now select all, and I need to bring these target curves up to here, which is the lowest one for me? Is it mid bass? Yeah, something like that. Bass, right, bass. Okay, so my target is gonna be somewhere around 60. Okay, controls, measurement actions, 60, enter, add offset, that's tweeter, mid-range, 60, enter, add offset, sub rear, 60, enter, add offset, sub front, 60, enter, add offset, overall, 60, enter, add offset, mid bass, 60, enter, add offset. Okay, so now I have what I did. I just brought all the targets higher so I can see them on the graph. Okay, yeah, so that's sub front. So see the green one, yeah, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video now just to be able to record the second one. I'm gonna save everything, and then we're gonna continue with the actual EQing.